What's going on, guys? It is Wrestling Today here back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including is the WWE World Champion injured? Not another new era in WWE? Is there a backstage heat on Jade Cargill? A WWE title vacated? NXT GM Ava called NEPO Baby? Is a Demon character finally returning to WWE? What is actually going on with the Royal Rumble? Is a WWE injury a complete fake? And much more. Our first story looks at is the WWE World Champion injured? Now, our top story today centers on WWE World Champion CM Punk after rumors spread that he was injured and placed in WWE's concussion protocol. The talk began following Punk's match against Braun Breaker on Raw this week, where he took several tough bumps and even landed on his head while attempting a dive to the outside. Brian Alvarez suggested that Punk could be in concussion protocol, which quickly worried fans who feared he might be out of action for a long time. Thankfully, those fears have now been cleared up. According to a new report from PW Insider, the rumors are not true. PW Insider explained that although there was talk all day claiming WWE World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk was placed into the company's concussion protocol after Raw, this information is completely incorrect. The report also noted that Punk was on camera all day yesterday, confirming that he is fine and medically cleared. When you really think about it, the rumor doesn't add up. CM Punk spent a day doing media appearances around the New York City area, starting early in the morning on Fox New York's Good Day New York. If Punk were concussed, WWE would not have him doing hours of interviews on camera. This is great news, as it means Punk will not miss any time and will continue appearing on WWE programming as normal. Next up, WWTO enter a new ERA. WWE is once again being talked about as entering a new era. While fans now treat the idea as a running joke, Drew McIntyre said that if he wins a WWE title on SmackDown this week, WWE will officially begin a new era. There's a strong chance McIntyre is just trolling, but if he does win the title, it would still feel different. It would be one of the rare times that Cody Rhodes is no longer at the top of the WWE food chain. Even so, many fans aren't taking it too seriously. If this really is another new era, it would likely be around the 30th new era in the last 5 years, which is why the phrase doesn't mean much anymore. Next up, backstage heat on Jade Cargill, dominating the women's division. Despite several injuries happening in matches involving Jade Cargill, there is no backstage heat on her. During a WrestleVotes live Q&A on Fightful Select, it was confirmed that WWE is not blaming her for the injuries. Injuries happen in wrestling, and it just happens that the recent ones from House shows occurred while she was in the ring. Because of that, Cargill is currently in the clear. However, that could change if more wrestlers continue to get hurt in her matches. Hopefully, no more injuries happen going forward. It's not a good look for the current women's champion to be linked to multiple serious injuries in a short time. The last time fans saw something similar was during Nia Jax's run in the women's division. Next up, a WWE title vacated now. Has Oba Femi given up the NXT title? Femi successfully defended the championship against Leon Slater on NXT television last night. But what happened after the match has everyone talking after the title defense. Cameras cut to the backstage area where NXT GM Ava spoke to several roster members. She said there would be many new opportunities in NXT in 2026. With Javon Evans, Trick Williams, Lash Legend, and Jordan Grace all moving up to Raw or SmackDown, more spots are now open in NXT. At that moment, Ava was interrupted by Robert Stone, who told her to look at what was happening in the ring. The cameras returned to the ring and showed the NXT champion sitting there alone, strongly suggesting that Oba Femi had vacated the title. It is now expected that Femi will appear on SmackDown this week, officially starting his main roster run. Fans are calling for WWE to fully back Femi, as many see him as the total package who could instantly refresh the main event scene. Oba Femi appearing in the Royal Rumble later this month feels like an easy decision and could be the perfect way to launch a new star. Possible moments with Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns could play a big role in turning Femi into a major force on the main roster. Next up, NXT GM AVA called a NEPO Baby. On this week's NXT, a heated backstage and social media clash occurred between Blake Monroe and NXT GM Ava, who is also The Rock's daughter. The situation began after Monroe attacked Thea Hale, leading Ava to ban Monroe from the building. The conflict didn't end there. It continued online. On X, Monroe called Ava a NEPO Baby, and Ava fired back, even threatening to call her daddy. The tweet didn't last long and was quickly deleted by Monroe. Later, Monroe told fans that she hadn't done anything wrong. Next up, WWE urged T.O. push star. On Cody Rhodes' podcast, one of the names discussed by Rhodes and Finn Balor was Chad Gable. Both praised Gable as one of the best pure in-ring talents in WWE today. Rhodes even said that his singles match against Gable is one of his favorite WWE matches since returning to the company. Rhodes and Balor also mentioned that they hope something big is coming for Gable, suggesting that WWE should give him a serious push. Gable has been on the verge of stardom for years, and with the right backing, he could become a main event player. Currently, Gable is away from WWE programming due to an injury. However, reports indicate he is ready to return, with speculation that he can make his comeback in time for the Royal Rumble at the end of the month. Fans are hoping this talented star gets a strong showing in the annual event. Next up, the Demon character returning. The Demon character portrayed by Finn Balor was last seen on TV at WrestleMania 39. Over the past decade, the Demon persona became one of WWE's most popular characters. However, many fans, and even Balor himself, criticized how WWE handled the character, saying it was poorly presented. There have been small hints that the Demon might return, but nothing official. Now, Balor has confirmed he's interested in bringing the character back. On Cody Rhodes' podcast today, he said he he would love to see the Demon back on TV, but he wants some creative input on how the character is booked, especially after past missteps. Reintroducing the Demon could be a great way to refresh Balor's current heel persona, which has become a bit stale. And it makes sense for Balor to have a say. No one knows the character better than he does. The idea of the Demon returning during the Triple H era is exciting, as long as WWE handles it properly. Let's also just forget whatever happened in his match against Roman Reigns. Next up, has WWE forgotten about this show? We're now officially on the road to the Royal Rumble, but strangely, it's barely been talked about on WWE programming. The company has been focused on the Netflix anniversary special, and it feels like the Rumble is being treated as an afterthought this year. On top of that, WWE has another Saturday night's main event special scheduled for the week before the Rumble, but it hasn't been mentioned at all. It really makes you wonder if WWE has simply forgotten these shows are coming up. Next up, CM Punk takes aim at fans. CM Punk's recent appearance on My Mom's Basement podcast has fans talking. One of the main topics he discussed was John Cena's retirement match. Despite heavy criticism from fans about the match finish, Punk defended it, saying that many people don't really understand what they were watching. He explained, "Some people maybe. I don't think you understand what you're watching. But if you didn't like it, I can understand that. But to overnight make it your entire personality and spend an unhealthy amount of time talking about it." Punk added that even if Cena had won, fans would complain about that as well. He continued, "Put it this way, if John won, they'd be mad about that too. But we wouldn't be talking about it anymore. And we're still talking about that finish. The smile, the tap. Oh my God, the guy who said don't give up just gave up. Did he? Everybody's an expert." I thought it was beautiful. Interestingly, the reaction to the match finish hasn't upset people in WWE. Since it was Cena's idea to tap clean to Gunther, the company is supportive, as it fulfilled Cena's wish rather than WWE forcing him to put over the ring general. Next up, HBK using scooter. Shawn Michaels surprised fans when he shared footage on X of himself riding a mobility scooter. The scooter was a gift from Triple H and even features HBK's signature logo. It's not clear if Michaels actually needs a scooter to get around, or if this is just Triple H pulling a prank on his longtime friend. Next up, Netflix happy with WWE. Stranger Things X Raw crossover got mixed reactions from fans. Some enjoyed it, but many criticized the fact that none of the show's actors actually appeared on Raw, and promoting a show that had already finished didn't make much sense. Despite the criticism, PW Insider reports that Netflix was thrilled with how the episode went. Sources say there were never any plans to include the cast, and the crossover was meant simply as a way to continue promoting the series finale. Many fans emailed asking about the cast's absence, but Netflix and WWE were reportedly satisfied with the approach. Of course, fans pointed out that the crossover likely didn't bring in any new viewers for Stranger Things, and those who tuned into Raw just for the crossover may have been disappointed. Still, with Netflix happy with the result, it's safe to assume similar crossover events could happen in the future. Next up, a WWE injury ruse. Stephanie Vaughn appeared on Raw this week wearing a boot on her foot, and there was no immediate word on whether the injury was real. Last night, PW Insider released an exclusive report on the situation. According to the report, for those who have asked about Stephanie Vaughn after the angle with Raquel Rodriguez, PW Insider Elite, Com is told she was a little banged up, but not to the point where she's expected to take any significant time off. A number of talents are always dealing with minor injuries, and at least one other is currently banged up. This wasn't described to us as anything out of the ordinary. This is positive news, especially since WWE is already facing a rough patch with injuries. Losing the reigning women's champion to an injury would have been a major setback. And finally, an NXT champion being called up. Our final story today looks at another potential main roster call-up. NXT has been losing much of its top talent, and now their reigning women's champion, JC Jane, could also be headed to the main roster. According to Fightful Select, Jane is being discussed for a call-up, though it's not yet clear which brand she might join. Fightful Shaw Rosap reports that WWE officials have been impressed with Jane's work throughout 2025, and she made a strong impression during her SmackDown debut back in August 2022. Since then, discussions about her moving up have happened on a semi-regular basis. There is growing concern that NXT may soon be left with very few top stars, something WWE officials will need to address. While SmackDown, now a 3-hour show, needs talent, NXT also remains a live television program that relies on big names to draw crowds. It's possible that WWE could create a kind of talent exchange, sending some main roster wrestlers back to NXT to help build the brand, while top NXT stars like JC Jane move up to the main roster. This approach could benefit both sides and keep the roster strong.